Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike with xforextrade.com. We're here with our 24options.com account today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 5-point trading, 5-decimal trading system that we showed with earlier with other binary options platforms, and I'm going to show you today on 24option.com. 24options is another one of our favorite trading platforms. Made really nice money with them, and one of the reasons we've made a lot of money with them is and something that we like about their platform that not all platforms offer is it allows you in the 60-second options tab, it allows you to really choose exactly how much you want to invest. So again, for those of you who are new to binary options, you probably want to look at some of our other videos to understand how it works. So this is really just a video to show that this strategy does work. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how this platform works. We're going to show how we can implement the our 60-second options trading technique. So we're going to go here to the Euro US dollar. We're going to click it, and we're going to take a look at what's going on here, what's been going on for the last few minutes, and it's gone down, it's gone up here. So we're gonna go with low. So puts. Now the minimum requirement for 24 options, the minimum investment is $25, which is higher than other options platforms. So when you do this technique with 24 options, you usually need to start out with a larger initial deposit in order for this technique to work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first invest $25. And go to buy. Okay, and we purchased a call, and we're going to watch to see what happens here. Now what's different here about 24 options platform from other platforms is that you have to click in order to begin trading your other to prepare your next trade. What I mean by that, this is the current trade, and it looks like we're winning this trade, but what we want to do is we want to get the next trade ready, Euro US dollar. Now, and we can see here what the status of the previous purchase was, and we entered a 1.35163, and it's 1.35148. Looks like we're going to win that one. Could change in the next 15 seconds, but probably not. So what we're going to do is we're going to go another $25 investment. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's just take a look at our balance. Now, like I said, when I always do this 60-second trading with the 5-point trading technique, I always have an Excel sheet. Okay, it looks like we won that one. Here we go. We have a $42.50 return. So that's $25 that we invested, $42.50 that was on our return. So that's a profit of about $17.50, something like that. Which is higher than other platforms. But remember, again, with this technique, you need to have a higher initial deposit in order for this to work. So I'm going to always look at my Excel sheet and see what are the values that I need to do I need to invest in order that I will win back the amount of money from previous lost trades if I do lose a trade. And there are several different variants on this technique in that we can change it up here in 24 options because it allows us to do this because we can really choose the amount that we're going to invest. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to make a certain amount on a certain profit on my trades. Like I would like for it to be consistent. So for instance, the $24 investment, that's the lowest investment that I can do, and you profit from it $17. So in the next trade, what I like to do is I'd like to profit as well the same amount as I did from the $25 investment, another $17. And what's nice about this method is that a lot of times it can work a lot faster than the other method because you're consistently making $17 or $17.50 rather than making $2 or $3 on your investment and having to wait for the fourth or the fifth trade in order for you to really start making money fast. So this one is a little bit more like I said, allows you a little bit more flexibility. So again, we're going to go to the Euro US dollar. We're already open on the Euro US dollar. Let's just take a look at our balance, $19,035. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go again with an initial investment of $25. I'm going to go with a call. I'm going to purchase it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get the next investment ready, Euro US dollar. Okay, and here we see the status of the previous trade where we won $42.50. This one that we're currently at is 1.35148, 1.35152. Looks like it's kind of hovering around there, but it could change in the next 30 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the next trade just in case we lose. Now that trade is going to be $61. $61 means that we're also going to profit on 70% return. Our profit's going to be $103, $104. Looks like we're going to lose this trade. So I'm getting ready with my put. Yep, we lost that trade. So we're going to put in the $61 trade. Okay, like I said, now what the strategy here, again, for those of you who haven't seen our previous videos, is that you want to be able to catch the 5-point decimal, which means that you're going to have to trade sequentially at the end of 60 seconds. It's very, very important to put in your next trade. And the next trade you're going to put in is going to account for the fact that you lost in the previous trade, and it's going to allow you to also make money at the same time. So you lost, for instance, $25 on the previous trade. So what we want to do is we are going to invest $61. What will allow for us to do is get back the money that we lost and also make profit. So we're going to get the next trade ready. We have 15 seconds. It's kind of hovering around our point. The next trade that we want to do is $148 in order to make a $17 profit. Okay, looks like we're going to lose this one as well. I'm going to put in for the 148. Okay, so like I said, now we're at $148. And the idea, again, behind this trading system is that you're guaranteed by the 5th trade that you have to win, because that's 5 minutes of trading. And over 5 minutes of trading, if you sequentially trade, you're going to be able to catch be able to catch a cycle whereby it's either, depending on if you've chosen call or put, where basically the trend of the current currency is going to change. It looks like we caught that here at the 148. As you can see it nicely, $148. That's a return of $251. However, we invested $61 and $25 previously, and the 148 you have to take into account. So we're going to have $17 profit here. Okay, so $250. We won that trade. $251.60. We made back what we previously lost in the previous trades of $61 and $25, and now we've boosted our balance to $19,052.60. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go again, Euro US dollar. Okay, we're going to go with call, with a put, pardon me, and we're going to again start at $25. And we're going to purchase this. And again, we're going to get the next trade ready. Don't forget that you actually have to click this in order to prepare the next trade. And what I really like about 24 Options, first of all, I like their platform. It's really clean looking. You can see all the different currencies and commodities and everything that you can trade in 60-second options. It's right in front of you. And also one of my favorite parts about it is that you can see what your previous trades kind of linger around for a little bit. And that's really nice, I think, because you can really see your history. And sometimes when I'm trading this 60-second options, I kind of forget. You're in the heat of the moment. You kind of forget what your previous trade was, and it just maps it out here for exactly what you did, what your previous 4 or 5 trades were. Okay, looks like we're tied here. Remember, on a tie, you always want to up the ante. So we're going to purchase this. Okay, looks like we won. We won that last one, but it doesn't matter because you're still catching it at the with the 5-point decimal. So if we win this one, we've actually gained a lot more. If we win this one for $61, that's $103, so about $40 profit instead of $17. But it's kind of hovering around here. So I'm going to prepare the next trade. I'm going to go with a low. The next trade should be $148. Okay, looks like we're going to lose this one, so we're going to go with the 148 trade. Ties sometimes are a little bit problematic because you've upped the ante, so you have to make sure you have a high enough balance in order to compensate for it, which we do have, which is so it shouldn't be a problem for us. Okay, we're going to go to Euro US dollar again. So our last investment was 148, we had 61. So our next investment is going to be 359. 359 will still make us profit, but it's not going to be $17 profit if we win that one. It's going to be more than that because we started at 61. So it's really going to be around $40 profit. Okay, looks like this one's also kind of hovering around our entry point. Okay, we're going to purchase the put. And again, you can see how we caught the trend. And again, this is really good trading. We're entering and we're exiting at the right places. Very, very close to the previous trades. 1.35168 was the closing, and 1.3569 was our entry point. Okay, we're gonna hit Euro US dollar. Go with low. Our next trading is gonna be $872. If we lose this trade, okay, we're going to wait to see what the outcome of this trade was. Okay, we're going to purchase our next trade. Okay, it looked like it was a tie. Get ready with our next trade. Okay, looks like we're going to win this trade. 5 more seconds. Okay, great. Now we're going to see a compounded, a lot of compounded profits here because we had a few ties, which is actually pretty rare. Our net return was $1,482, and we can see that our balance really jumped up a lot now. We're at $19,619.50. So we're going to go to now a $25 trade. We'll go back to our original investment. Looks like the market, looks like the currency is going down, so we're going to continue with our puts, with our lows, as they call it here in 24 options. Okay, so we're at 15 minutes of trading and we've already made a few $100s. So it's an extremely profitable. And as you can see here from our balance that we've just been hammering away here with 60-second options. And you can really make some amazing profits. Again, it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of patience. And the idea here is to consistently, again, if you haven't been watching the full video, to be incrementally increasing the amounts that you're investing in order to win back on lost trades. So again, the idea is not to win every single trade in 60-second options, but to actually to win back on the trades that you lost and make a profit. So again, here we made another $17 there. We're going to go with a put. The reason why I'm going to continue going with puts is because I actually want to catch it at the 4th or the 5th trade. Okay, so we're going to get, and again, the idea here is that you're trading sequentially, meaning after 60 seconds, you're going to put in another call or put based on how you feel how you predict that the market or the currency is going to trade. And you want to be able to catch it at the end of that 60 seconds. And if you do catch it sequentially after every 60 seconds, you're guaranteed to make money. Okay, looks like we may lose this trade. So we got the $61 ready. Okay, looks like we lost that trade, so we got the $61 ready. Again, the $61, that gives us at 70% returns, that gives us a profit of $103.70. Taking into account the original $25 investment and the $61, that's $86 investment with a return of $103, $404. That's profit of $17.7. So looks like this one's kind of hovering around. We're gonna want to go to the Euro US dollar again, hit low, go with $25 again. Now it may tie. Regardless, okay, it looks like we're going to win this one. We're going to continue with $25. Okay, we won that $61, so we got our $17. Here again, our balance, $19,654. Okay, we're going to go back to our $25 investment. Now I'm going to do one more round of these of this. If we win this one, I'm going to switch up the strategy a little bit for you guys, just so you can see what you can do with 24 options using this trading strategy by upping the ante a little bit. And it's a little bit more risky in the sense that you have to have a higher balance in order to perform this. But if you don't want that $17 profit every single time, you actually want to make, and you're interested in making more, what you can do is 24 options allows you to, again, put in the exact amount that you want to invest. We're going to get our $61 trade ready. It allows you to enter in the exact amount that you want to trade. And what's good about that is that you get to choose how much your returns are going to be. So on the first trade, if you're in the minimum, you always want to choose the minimum to begin with. So the minimum is $25. So let's say on the next bet, on your next one, if $61 was just matching the initial $25 investment, as far as we're losing this trade, so we're going to purchase the $61. Again, so if you want to increase your profits, you have the ability to do that. And I just want to win this for you guys again, just to show you that this technique really works. Because this is actually good that we're losing these initial ones, so you can see that I'm looking actually to get the 4th or 5th one to win on the 5th one. But like I said again, it rarely happens that you encounter that. But what's nice on the 5th one, you never have to worry about whether you're going to win or not, because you're guaranteed that you're going to win on the 5th trade after 5 minutes. But maybe actually maybe that will happen here. Let's see. We just did $61. Our next one's going to be $148. Okay, we're going to do a call. It's kind of hovering around. We don't really know what's going to happen here. Looks like we're going to lose this one. Okay, we're going to lose them. We're going to put in the $148. Okay, so you see that we have a rising trend. That's why we're losing these. But again, not to worry. The whole method, the whole reason why this trading system works is that you're going to be able to make back on the subsequent trade everything that you previously lost plus $17. So $359 is going to be our next trade. Just in case, I'm going to get this prepared, just in case we lose. Okay, it looks like we're really going to win this one. Not a problem. Okay, great. So, a return on $148. Let's wait for this to close out. Computer is lagging a little bit. Okay, here we are. Our return was $251.60. See, our balance now is $19,672. We have not lost anything. We've only increased our balance quite significantly, actually. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the next trading technique that I'm going to do. Is based off of the same idea of the 60-second option, the 5-point trading, 5-point decimal trading system. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to up the ante a little bit. I'd like to be able to make more money on each trade. And the reason, again, why this works is that you get to choose how much you are investing. Now, again, the reason why it works for us is because we have a big balance. And what you can do is once you've worked the previous system and you've made consistently $17, think about this, you're making $17 in about 60 seconds on every single trade over an hour's time period. That's really, really good profits. But if you do want to play it a little bit more riskier and you're not as and you're a little pressed for time and you do have the balance, you have to make sure that you have the balance in order to do this. You can do it. So let's do this. Let's run a few tries like this. We're going to go with a call. Start with our $25 investment. And that's going to be a $17 return if we make this. My next investment, if I lose on this one, I'd like to be able to make $45 on my next investment. So my next meaning so that I'm not wasting time on the previous investment. Meaning, if I trade on the previous technique, if I traded 4 or 5 different times, I only make profit as if I've only traded once. So 5 minutes have gone by, but it was only as if I won one time. It's still more than other platforms because, again, it's more money. It's not that initial $5 investment, and because it allows you to trade exactly how much you want. But if you do want to go more, you can. So our next investment is going to be $100. That's going to give us a $45 profit. So it's compounding the... Okay, we're going to lose this one, so we're going to put in the $100 investment. Now again, the idea is, just going to repeat it because it's hard to explain and trade at the same time. You want to be able to compound the fact that you haven't made money on previous trades. And the reason we can do this is because we get to choose exactly how much we're investing. So the next one, 3 trades. Let's do a balance. Let's make a profit of $200. So my next profit, or $225. So my next trade is going to be at $225. $225. The return is $850, taking into account the $500 plus the initial $100 plus the initial $25. That's $625. 850 minus 625, you're going to get $225 profit. Okay, so sorry, this is supposed to be 500. Okay. Oops, almost made a mistake there. Got to be careful with that. Again, you really got to stay focused when trading this technique. It's really easy to make mistakes. Always have your Excel sheet open. Always be prepared to with the next trade, because things can change really, really fast. So if we're going to lose this trade, so my idea was to make $225 profit on this trade. The following trade, let's up the ante more because we're going to have to invest more. Let's make $355 profit. Looks like we're going to lose this trade, so we're going to go with $1,400. Okay, looks like we're going to lose this trade, so we're going to go with that, $1,400. Okay, we're going to get the next trade ready. Okay, looks like we caught the trend going down, but it's going back up again. Just going to prepare the next trade just in case. Let's up the ante again. Okay, just in case that we lose this trade, we're going to up the ante again. But it looks like we've actually won this one. Okay, so we had a net return of $2,380. $2,380. That was on our trade of $1,400. $1,400. I'm looking at my Excel sheet. It means I profited $355. I took into account the fact that I traded $25, $100, $500, and $1,400, and we profited $355. We see we just broke $20,000 here. It's been about 28 minutes, and we just made about I don't remember what the initial what we started at. I believe it was around $19,100. So we just made about $900. $1,000 profit in 25 minutes or 28 minutes. So again, this is Mike here showing you our 5-point decimal, 5-point trading technique. Really works. Proved it to you. Unedited, uncut video. If you guys have any questions, again, you can always email us or contact us in any way. And thanks a lot for watching our video.